Hi, welcome back. I'm still from Samson Obole. So I'm trying to finish this still on customer profiling. So we stopped at understand the goals of your customer, understand the challenges they're having in meeting that goals. Remember one of the things we said at the beginning that people do not buy your product, they only buy a solution from you, meaning there was a way one of my guys put it, he said, people do not buy 2-inch nails. Instead, they buy 2-inch holes. So, essentially, what people buy from you is based on what your product can help them meet. So, we've talked about understanding the age, the location, the job or occupation or profession. We talked about the income range. Then we've talked about the goals. Then another thing again you also need to look at is what is called behavioral. Their behavioral pattern. What is the behavior of your kind of customers? Is there a pattern in their kind of buying? Is there a kind of pattern you will want them to have? Are you looking for people that only buy things on Friday for the week or for the weekend? Or do you want to have your business centered around guys that will buy little every day of the week? Or do you want those guys that will buy from you once in a month but in bulk? You need to know. You need to know. Then your kind of product, when we talk about product specific, the kind of product that you are going to be selling, is it a necessity or a luxury? Because that will determine how you position your product. Now, having said that, on the flip side, it is important that as you build your customer profile, that you focus the discussion of your product on the problem that it solves. The discussion around your product should be centered around the problem, the pain point that it is solving for the customer to help them meet their goals. Take for instance, when I talk about soilless farming on social media, you notice that I talk about the fact that, you can save space, you can grow all year round, you can maximize your space by doing vertical planting and all of that. In all of this discussion, what is important is I am focused on the goals of the customer. They want to be healthy, they want to save time and space, they want to get value. So my whole discussion around soilless farming is how it helps the customer. It is not about, I'm a soilless farmer, come and go soilless. No, that does not sell. Now, the same thing, when people buy from us, we have packaging materials that meet the goals of the person that is buying it. Take for instance, we have this kind of packaging available. Now, we have another carton available that is like this, also for selling things. This is not for everybody. We use this for those that we understand that, when this product gets to you, there is a need that you will want to talk about us. And if you need to talk about us, you may not know us enough to know what to say. So, on the carton, we have written out what you can say. We have helped you write out our advantages. On the carton, you have a preview of the farm. But we have those that when they buy, they are just concerned about what they bought, not about selling us. We have something for them. Then we have those that we know that when they buy, they do not have time to start doing special reading. We have something for them. This is my point. You must understand how your product speaks to different people. It will help determine how you do your packaging, how you arrange what you give out and all of that, so that you are not giving to people a packaging that they do not need. So let me look for a way to say that. You know that every time you do your packaging, your branding and all of that, you are spending money. Now, if you go and spend money doing packaging and your customer or clients are not paying enough to cover for your packaging, then you might be running at a loss without knowing. However, the easiest way to avoid that from happening is by understanding what your customers need, so that you know, does this packaging help in the buying decision of my customers or not? Then, as your customers begin to come, still around customer profiling, you need to properly understand the journey map of your customers. So as you discuss with them, as you have interactions, you get to know, oh, before they started buying from me, they bought from A, B, C, D, E. As you interact with them, why did you leave A? Why did you leave B? Why are you now with me at E? Understand their journey map. Because if you understand why they left A to D, it would give you an idea of how to position yourself not to be left. I hope that makes sense. Then, you must also understand that as your market begins to grow, your product may permeate into demographics that you did not really plan for originally. Now, what happens when your product gets into demographics that you did not plan for? Simple. If it was not in your original plan to get to them, don't go and put a structure in a place you did not plan to get to. Instead, you can allow them reach out to collect from you. Let me give you an example. I will use a popular brand to explain this. In Ogun State, we have iPhone users. However, in Ogun State, we do not have an Apple shop, to the best of my knowledge. Now, Apple is not going to suddenly throw an Apple store in Ogun State just because there are Apple users. Why? It is not in their original plan. Because you need to look at the cost of setting up a structure vis-a-vis what you are getting back as revenue from that location. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So let me come to our planting and tomatoes and all of that. We supply to Lagos, for example. If somebody should reach out and says, come and supply me in Ikorodu, our most likely answer is no. Why? Based on the routes that we have earmarked where our drivers can drop off easily, Ikorodu is not part of it. To go that far would derail us a lot, and we will spend more trying to reach a single customer. Never making any sense. We have some customers that call from places like Port Harcourt, Jigawa, Zamfara. Oh, we love your tomatoes, we love your vegetables, can you supply us? The answer is no. You see, you need to decide this is where we can reach and be profitable. If you stretch to try to meet every demand, you might become unprofitable. Hope that makes sense. Then, next, you must also understand what we call the good and the bad customers. So as you build your customer profile, there are some customers that may fall into that your profile, but they are not good for your business. I don't know if that makes any sense. I am sure for some of us that are already in business, you would have dealt with a customer or two that gave you real big issues, that at some point you were wishing you did not go for them. Now, take time and look at the characteristics of those customers. Write it down. Let that become the foundation of the kind of customers you cannot attend to. Like I always tell people, not every opportunity is your opportunity. You must know what your opportunities are and what your doom might be. So, the assignment for this week is build a customer profile. Take time and build a customer profile. Outline what will make up your customers. What are the things you want in a customer? Please submit this before the end of the weekend. Have a great day.